reflecting on the advantages of, like we were talking like about the curiosity of this format also. I mean, it's always like we are talking about embodied strategies, and we are meeting online, right? So yeah, I had this moment of reflection in the group together, but also this morning I shared with a community member, and I was just thinking about the advantages of it. So I wanted, like in the group, we discussed shortly how this can be also like an advantage. We voiced shortly about how we want to give space to different forms of communication also in the different classes. And we made space for just reflecting on how we feel in this very moment, or how we arrived at this meeting, and if something changed or something stayed, and just our bodily sensation. Yeah. I hope I did that. Like a little summary.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, the holding space for that contradiction of like being in a digital space while we're attempting to reconnect with the world is definitely a very rich contradiction to explore. Yeah, does anyone from another group want to share a little bit?
Yeah, I can go for our group if it's okay. So we spoke a little bit about our own backgrounds and our kind of intricacies of our kind of knowledge a little bit, and also our kind of desires to kind of understand also like the responses to technology, just coming from Sun's background a bit. And yeah, then we were just kind of getting into a little AI like imaginary moment, and then we zapped back here. Boom. Yeah. So that was I hope that was kind of roughly what was going on. Okay.
Yeah, I might just add that, like, I think we did have a few questions as well. One of them was how to be a gentle anarchist or practice kind of gentle activism, how to find roots through the chaos, and then, yeah, this idea of like, how can we integrate practices of technology across 2D and 3D spaces, hold in this complexity of, meeting in online spaces, but then feeling more connected to earth-based wisdoms. And with that also, how do we honor such earth-based wisdoms and knowledges in a non-extractive way?
Beautiful. I think that means we just have one group left, which was the one I was in, but I don't want to be the only one talking. Does anyone from my group want to say anything?
Okay, I can talk. Actually, I feel like I spent a lot of time introducing myself and talking about my excitement for the ideas and themes. We also talked a little bit about I think memory and imagination. How memory, I think the same brain parts as when you remember things and when you imagine things, it's same parts of your brain are activated. So we're talking about, I think, kind of maybe memory being kind of flexible, and also how we can, I guess it's a way of healing, right? When we go into our bodies and extract and maybe change the memories in a different way. But yeah, I think I also wanted to respond to, I think Esther was saying, I think you said something about maybe there's other ways of interaction, and I actually think that could be cool also. I wonder if there is like a forum or maybe like a discussion board or something. Maybe we can post things, because even for me, for example, Joe, I'm really interested in your class, and I'm reading this book called Mapping Abundance, which I think it's about Hawaiian ways of indigenous ways of looking at the world, and I was like, oh, I would love to share that and maybe share that with the reading group, but I think I'm not sure if there's a way to do that with the current course framework. So maybe that is something to think about. Yeah, and oh yeah, and then actually maybe actually I think this is cute. I want to share. Okay, yeah, this is like a art project I'm working on. I think it could be fun. Oh, there we go. Or it might be interesting for people. It's basically like a digital garden for imagination, imagining new futures, and it's a meditation inside. So yeah, it kind of talks. It's like that's why I'm excited about this class, because it's like I mean this whole it's really related to a lot of the work I do as an artist. So, anyways, I'm very excited. Yeah, and very nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah, we love to hear. We love the excitement, and thank you for sharing your work. Like, definitely want that to happen. I know everyone here is doing really amazing things. And yes, to your point about the discussion board, we actually do have a Discord server, which we'll send a link out to you all. Here it is, just in case. If you're not already in the LIOS Discord, you'll join, and we have channels set up for the school as a whole and just for all the individual courses. So that'll be a good place to like, kind of keep that asynchronous conversation going. Yeah, and like we're kind of patchworking together a few different technologies for this to work. So just appreciate your patience and willingness to experiment with all these different platforms. Please reach out if you have any questions or difficulty with Discord, or have any other ways you would like to, if you have any access needs, please let us know and we'll help you out.
Brilliant. I think that was such a rich first kind of gathering from everyone. And I also just wanted to speak to this point that Esther made, raising this question of co-created something as an output. I think that would be like a really beautiful way to honor the kind of the legacy and the archiving of this project. And if maybe that's something to think about as you go into your individual courses, and what little snippets in this collage and how we could create something. So I think that feels like a very nice, rich, something that's already going to come out of this. So I just wanted to speak to that because that excites me personally, and I have something wider to share and to document all of the learning and unlearning. Yo, I think that speaks to you. Do you want to also chip in? Yeah.
Just a quick add-on to that. We touched on this point in our group, also to the point of like co-creation. Just wanted to say that since it's a pilot and we're experimenting this 3-month program that we do hope to further develop and grow together into more flourishing and blooming schooling garden. We would really appreciate feedback, but also we're looking for ways to measure impact, or to measure transformation that is coming from that, and like direct applications and so on. So we've been just thinking, and we're actually actively still thinking how to do that. One of the ways that we thought about that, it's a proposition to do this peer-to-peer review, perhaps in the middle, and then also after. So after, let's say, first 1.5 months, and then after the 3 months, to make small groups of 5 people, ideally from different courses and people who haven't been in the same cohorts, and share. I know it's a bit different than the act of, let's say, maybe more creative co-creation, but that's also just another aspect for us to to get like reviews and feedback from all of you. And again, if you have some other ideas how to measure impact for such an endeavor, then yeah, please reach out and maybe we find something even, but better, more exciting than what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah, I started to think about that this afternoon and kind of drafted some initial baseline questions that it would be really nice for us all to kind of just take a moment to reflect after this session, to think about your intentions, what you're hoping to learn, any things like that. Basically, I can follow up with that and I'll put them in the Discord, and then maybe again we'll revisit them through this kind of journey and see kind of the distance that we've gone from starting today. But also, if people think of other more creative ways or have any experience of measuring impact, then please do share that with us, because we're all learning together, and that would be really beautiful for future funding and sharing the story and the added value for everyone. So that would be amazing. Esther, I think you had a hand raised.
One other thing to note is that on our calendar, we do have 2 group reflection sessions. So that would be a great place also to just come and share your thoughts and maybe make something together. And we also definitely encourage a more horizontal, if you're in the chat, if you're in a class and someone's saying something you really like reach out to them. And if you want to collaborate on something, we really encourage that. And that's something the Discord will be a great place for as well. I just want to note that we are getting close to the end here. And next on the agenda was our just reading through and editing our community code of care together. But given that there's only 3 minutes left of our scheduled time, just want to leave more spaciousness for that. So we'll send this out. It's on the Miro board. I can share a screen share really quick just to show. That's the wrong window. What that looks like, but it's basically we just have some baseline values outlined and general guidelines for how to make the space that we're sharing together feel caring and nourishing. And all of this is a co-creation, right? So if there's anything you want to add to this, you want to change on this, please add sticky notes, message us. We want this to be a space that feels good for everyone, feels nourishing for everyone, and honor that we all have agency in making these spaces together, right? So yes, the Miro board will be open and accessible throughout the course with the same link, and we'll make sure to email that and post it as a pinned item in the Discord as well. So Hannah, do you have any wrapping up thoughts?
No, I was just going to say if there's any other pressing questions that people want to share now while we're all together. Now would be the moment. No, I think has everything been answered? Then I would say thank you all so much for your time and energy in this official opening circle of the School of Ecological Imagination. And sign-ups are still open all the way through, since people can access the course material. So please do share with your friends and any other colleagues, family members, people you think that would really benefit from what we're offering at the school, because that would also really help us as well to make sure that we get the sign-ups that we need to keep this sustainable. And it's just really been such an honor to share this space with you all. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to what we co-create the magic together.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is truly special, guys. Thank you. This is really exciting. I mean, it's also a format, guys, which has been not there like that. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, Marcel, lovely to see your face. Very briefly. I'm so excited you're on this journey with us. Okay, then until we meet again in the digital garden space, we'll see you all very soon.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.